Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Tegan, and if you haven't subscribed, you're a bigger douche than me.
We strongly believe children as young as 13 are getting access to false documents like driver's license and passports. These documents allow youth to create accounts under false names and bank accounts to receive the revenue.
Yeah, what site?
That one you were on all the time during lockdown?
Oh, Snowmiko.
What's the site? I'm gonna be swallowing this battery, and then it's gonna light up this light bulb. You guys ready?
Received. Message from Derek. Derek said, "What's up?"
Giggle. Reply to Derek. Not much. Just hanging out in my room. How about you?
Received. Message from Derek. Derek said, "Pretty much the same. Can I ask if you're really 18?
Around that time, I started going to the gym. I began to shoot videos of me stripping.
What? To be totally honest, I'm 14.
Derek said, "Your secret is safe with me, winky face. Do you mind if I ask what you are wearing?"
First step is to take that AA battery, put your head back, and swallow.
Hello, everybody. I am so happy to be here today with you all. My name is Priscilla. I'm going to be your host today. And please take your seats, take a little water, breathe in, and welcome to our Dark Side of the Web podcast, Season 1. It's the grand finale. I want to tell you all that we here at Defend, we have been very proud, very happy to bring you this series. And we hope there's something for everybody to learn here. I don't know if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're, I don't know, but there's for sure something for you to learn here today. And well, let's go, let's start it. And I wanna know, have you listened to any of the episodes? I wanna know. Please feel free to write down your comments or any questions you may have here on the box here on YouTube. And I wanna know. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know also where you come from. Just write it down here. I want to know a little bit about yourself, okay? And if you don't know already, if you haven't listened to any of the podcasts so far, I want to also tell you that the podcast is also animated, so you can also hear and you can also see it. But let me tell you, if you don't know it, what is this all about? The idea of the episodes is to show the real risks online, exposing how people can be vulnerable online and of course on social media, because you can say, oh no, I'm fine with that. But no, this is also for you. We are all vulnerable here, especially kids. So today is the official end of the first season. And today here with me, we have some of the cast and some of the crew. I'm very excited to know them a little bit. That they brought to us the dark side of the web. So welcome everybody. Please show your hands. Tell us a little about yourself, who you are, what you're doing here at Defend. For example, hi Brian, hi Nikita. Let's start with the lady, shall we? Nikita, tell us a little about yourself, what you're doing here today.
Hello, my name is Nikita, and I was one of the producers for the Defend podcast. I also played a couple of the roles in the stories, such as Officer Riley in Underage Siren, the aunt in Kindler, and the principal in Insta.
Wow, so I should have given you an Oscar already for all for all of the things you have done so far. Oh, that's very nice. Leah, tell us a little about yourself. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm new. I'm going to be playing some of the voices, but I was really excited to see some of the podcast here. I have a son and he is only 19 months. So I'm trying to take everything in because there's so much going on out there in the world. And I want to kind of stay on top of things myself. So I thought it'd be a great thing to become a part of this team so I can kind of get some education as well as participate. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And wow, being a mom, such a responsibility. That's amazing. Guys, feel free to introduce, present yourselves. Henry, I see here, Henry. Tell it about you, Henry.
Hi.
What are you doing here at Defend?
I started out as a writer and moved on to producer and director for season 1 of Dark Side of the Web. Yeah, I also acted in a few of the episodes. Sorry, I can't remember all of them offhand. Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, welcome to our grand finale today, and thanks you and everybody for your work. I also want to know Brian. To know about Brian. Hi, Brian. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Priscilla. Thank you. Yeah, I joined Defend last year as one of the writers at first, then slowly became a producer and slowly worked with the whole team on bringing this whole thing together. So I wrote the episode Underage Siren, and I provided one of the voices for cousin Kevin for another episode, which is unfortunately not coming to my head. But yeah.
Well, no, come on. You did a lot of things as well. Ezio, I also want to hear about yourself. Tell us who are you and what did you do for Defend so far?
Hello, Priscilla. Thank you, guys, everybody. Hi. Yeah, I'm a musician, so I was part of the music production. I created the original theme song, and I also did some sound effects, original music for some of the episodes. Yeah, and I enjoy it a lot. Like, it was an amazing experience. Yeah.
That's great to hear. So you are the responsible for that little song that sticks in my mind, dun, dun, something like
That's
that.
Correct. It was so much fun doing that song. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you everybody for the introduction. Before we keep going with the questions, we're just gonna see a small clip. Let's bring it on, Jason. Jason's in our tech side today, so bring it on, Jason.
Snowmiko.
What's the site?
It's a website for chatting with people all over the world. Randomly video chatting strangers. You guys should check it out instead of reading kids' comics. It's fun. But you have to watch out for the creeps.
What's a creep?
Oh my God, Mel, just stop asking questions.
Just any guy that has his wiener out.
Whatever. Get out.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry about her. So, what do you want to do?
I think we should go on Snowmiko.
You, Brian?
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. You must be Cindy's roommate.
You didn't bring anyone?
Yeah, Cindy said it was just gonna be the two of us, so I didn't realize he would be home.
Why would you want that?
Excuse me?
Hey, Cindy, Brian's here.
What the hell was that, man?
Cindy, say hi to your other boyfriend.
Don't you value your body or your integrity?
I don't show my face, and no one knows I'm 14. I know what I'm doing.
Did you say Layla suggested this?
Both of you just shut up!
Mom, I didn't mean for this to happen.
Harper, you have put me in a very tight spot.
Where did you first hear about narrow body?
I think after some friends from school showed me the video online. Narrow body keeps me feeling full. So if a little hunger now and then is the cost for beauty, then I'll happily drink narrow body.
See? A glowing review.
Yes, she seemed happy with your product. Jamie Lee passed away a week after my interview with her.
What? But she seemed healthy.
I have her autopsy report here. It says she had an extremely low level of body fat, under 11%.
Oh, I like this song.
Oh, hello.
Holy shit, man. How old are you girls?
We're all 11.
No, we just turned 17.
Oh, you're all cuties. Kafkush, come over here. What are you girls doing tonight?
We're just chilling.
Next one, please. 10 points for boobs, 50 points for booty? What the hell?
I think we get points for flashing.
Mel, you should flash. You can earn us points.
It's just some random creep with a sign. I don't...
Oh my god, Mel. I was just kidding.
Cripple, do you feel what that is pressed against the back of your neck? Answer me!
Yes, I feel what it is.
That is 9 millimeters of steel that could put an end to your miserable life in an instant. So, I've got to ask you, Cripple, how does it usually work with the ladies and the wheels?
Baby, just leave him be.
I was actually talking to the Cripple, not you. So, Cripple, what's it like? You can tell me.
It's not easy. That's why I started online dating.
So what, you thought the internet could land you a fine piece of ass like this? You didn't really think she was into you, did you?
She told me a lot of stuff. It seems so real.
Well, that's the fucking problem with the internet, bro. You can't trust shit.
Okay, we're back. So it was a nice clip to see, and just a warning for you that are watching us now about the mature subject, language, and violence that these clips have, because yes, we are here and we make fun, we play around, we talk in a nice and friendly way because we're all friends here, and we are here to make sure that kids are being protected, but it is a serious content. And again, thank you all the crew for being here today. And now I'm going to leave the conversation a little bit more open, but I want to know from you all, not from Leah yet because she's just joined us, but what does it mean to work with Defend? Because you could be at your home with your friends drinking, I don't know, drinking wine, but no, you took some time to be here. You took some time to do this drawing, to do this song and to perform. So I want to know, what does it mean to be at Defend, to work with Defend? So I'm going to let for you guys to feel free to be the first one. Ask you. I know you wanna be the first one.
Okay. Thank you, Priscilla. Yeah, it is awesome. It's I cannot say anything more than that. Defend is doing an amazing and novel job protecting kids and vulnerable people online. So that's really amazing. Not everybody can do this. Like, you think about it, and there is a lot of people like they just go blind and look aside, and they don't see what is reality happening, right? So it is there is a lot of risks. There is a lot of dangerous situation going in social media, and I see Defend kind of like a bunch of superheroes that with the superpower of creating awareness, right? So that's amazing. So I'm proud to be part of this, and proud that Defend is right there to help these people who really needs help. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Well, I see a few hands in the air showing up here. So Nikita, why don't you share with us your thoughts?
Thank you. I'm also on the same side as ECO as well, where working for Defend has been such an honor, and I'm glad to help spread awareness for not only the dark side of the web, but also in just the world that we live in and how scary it really can be. And just about making sure that you really are cautious as a human being, and to also spread this around to your children as well.
Yeah, and also for us women and mothers, like we have a mother here today. So I don't know if you're a mom. Eventually, I intend to be a mom one day, and yeah, this is something we should be also. It should be an alert for us. Brian, what's your thoughts about it?
Yeah, so working with Defend has been a great experience. When I first joined Defend, I was actually still in school. I was actually working on a capstone project revolving around how sexual content affects the development of youth. And through doing that research and talking with my professor at the time, she actually got wind of Defend needing writers. And since my end goal in my potential career is to be a story writer of some kind, or storyteller, sorry. She got wind of this and informed me. So I answered the ad. I talked to Jason, who was one of the first people that I met with Defend. He joined me on with a small group of writers, and working from that, I have learned so much in improving my writing, all the things that go on in the background, and being someone who knows people who have been victims of this kind of stuff, including myself. This has been a really big part of improving me and helping people improve themselves, and to be aware that these monsters and people do exist. And bringing that awareness is very, very beneficial for the youth that are coming up today.
For sure. And as a writer, and imagine that translate the content like properly to an episode and everything. So it's such a responsibility. And I feel that we are superheroes here, like together, like with our capes, and Mohit on YouTube also is agreeing with us, like Defend is bringing change and light to issues that multi-million-dollar social media platforms ignore. Yes, well done, Mohit. Yeah, that's it. We are like little ants trying to do the work here. And yeah, that's it. That's very great to hear from you all. What does it mean to work for Defend? And I don't know if I have missed someone. Henry, so sorry, your hands is on the air. Tell us, what does it mean for you to be here on Defend?
I think that, like you were saying about artists, I think that Dark Side of the podcast, Dark Side of the Web, and Defend as a whole, one of the benefits is making it accessible to the common viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone can put down a bunch of facts, but Defend's goal with Dark Side of the Web is to make it accessible, or well, relatable. That's the word that I'm looking for. Yeah.
That's a great word. You're right. Like accessibility for everybody. That's for sure. Leah, join us.
Yeah, I know I'm new, but I just wanted to say I think everyone's done an amazing job. I spent the last decade in journalism as a host videographer doing local news and helping people tell their stories. And there was a lot of people who had scams done, vulnerable, elderly, kids, that sort of thing. So this is really refreshing to have some solutions, because you see so many things in the media and stuff out there where it's problem after problem after problem. I myself tried to work on problem and solution, but I think this is bigger than that. So thanks everyone.
I would disagree with you, Leah. I don't think we're responsible for the solutions. I think that what this podcast has been about is helping people find their own solutions.
Yes.
And I don't, maybe that's the case for you, but I think generally, even with the story structures that we tried to go after, we didn't really want to have conflict resolution in most of them. And I think that when we kind of wrap things up with a nice bow, or have a happily ever after, that can kind of lend people to believe that maybe have unrealistic expectations, or perhaps something different. But I generally hope that we can help people discover what may work for them.
Yeah. For me, it was awareness. That's
great.
Huge.
Yeah, awareness. That's a good cue for me here. Since you told us about awareness, I'm gonna ask you all now, what was your favorite moment in the episodes? Like, oh, this is a good story to tell, or this is something that I want to share. And also everyone that is watching us, please share our podcast. That's one of the ways that you can help us. You can also make donations, but I'm going to say more about that later on. But I want to hear from you all. What is your favorite moment in the episode and why? Brian.
this kind of just popped into my head, but I just wanted to, not to be biased, but I would say my favorite thing this season was seeing the one episode I did, Underage Siren, being done. Because I've written a lot of things, mostly through school and whatnot, but seeing my piece being written together with a group of people and then voiced with numerous actors and then launched on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, those kind of places it felt like I was in a dream state. It didn't seem real to me. That was the case. So seeing that one of my stories that I wrote through the process of it, starting off one way, working not the way it was going with, then changing, and then in with that end goal in mind, it was a really enlightened feeling knowing that, wow, this is something I could work on and really potentially do. So knowing that, and plus having Taryn voice one of my characters, that was a cool experience. I got to be part of the voice recording with her, with Jason and Henry, and wow, that was an amazing process to see. And I definitely could potentially see myself doing it again for season 2.
No worry, you're already there on season 2, man. You're gonna help us. Yeah, but no, for sure. And that's a beautiful thing that you just said right now, because Mohit also shared with us that the podcast made the awareness of issues that this person didn't know it even exists. So even if we had this power to impact one person, it pays off at the end, And Mohit enjoyed listening to every episode. Mohit shared with us, and also love how a storyline was tied into a problem. So there's a nice feedback for you, Brian, over there. And I want to hear more. Ask you, Nikita, tell me about your favorite moments while working and why.
Okay, I'm gonna start then. My favorite moment, of course, was meeting this awesome team, working with Jason, Henry, Nikita, Brian, Jenna, and a bunch of artists, because you can see right now 4 or 5 people, but reality is we work with so many people behind that they are not here with us. Amazing artists, like they did such a great job doing animations, doing the different characters. We work with other musicians, Parnian, and a bunch of other people. They were part of this, and getting to know everybody and working with them was a total amazing experience for me in particular. So I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah,
I can imagine. As a musician, is like you compose to everything that's happening. It can be just a face from a character, but if you put this song or that song, that adds a lot. So such a responsibility as well. Leah, as a mom, tell us your favorite moments while listening to the series.
Well, I was going to say my favorite moment so far was watching all the amazing work that's been put in, but I'm excited to make some of these stories come to fruition in season 2 and put those voices out there and stuff. And I think it's going to be kind of cool for my son to see, is that mom there? But yeah, I some of them he kind of listened to in the background, but he's so young right now, so he doesn't really he really enjoys the animation though so far, so that's good. He just doesn't really know what's going on yet, so yeah,
but probably feels what you're feeling, sense what you're feeling.
Well, he knows emotions, so there's that, and he can kind of follow along with that, so yeah,
for sure. Henry, tell us, you have your hands up in the air.
I think my favorite moment was the first episode, seeing the first episode we created all come together. Yeah.
The first one.
The first one that we did.
It was I think back in September when the first episode came out.
Halloween, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And and then they were released weekly after that. And yeah, I completely agree. It was just, we had started working on the series, what was it, in January? January or February, and
February, I think.
And just so much hard work went into this. Touching on what ECO said, also, it was, I believe, in total, to bring the podcast to this point, 22 people were involved in some fashion. Those were, artists that were responsible for the visuals, so storyboard artists or even animators. We had, as ECO mentioned, an additional musician who participated in the creation in one of the soundtracks. It was just so awesome to have, to go from concept to creation and see our baby come to life. It was just awesome. And not only our baby, but 13 babies. 13 little podcast babies out there running around.
Little babies. That's a good one. I particular myself, I like the first as well, because those dinner table conversations that we all have or had, like when I was young with my parents and my brother and my sister, and sometimes, oh, where did my brother hear that? Where did this is so common, and I for me it was like one of my favorite moments, because out of the blue someone say something that is really serious, and then the family goes from there. But I think that it's also, in my opinion, it's also important that the parents should be calm enough to, oh my God, I want to strangle you right now because you did that, or you went on Tinder or something like that on the I think it's the fifth episode, that the girl disagree with her mom, and then, no, I'm gonna go into the app and blah blah blah. But this was something nice. Brian, what do you think about it? This apps, this dating apps, what do you think about those?
Okay. My personal opinion is I'm not a huge fan of them. It's just how I've been raised, and just how I've been raised up. It just doesn't seem the great way of going about a relationship. I prefer face-to-face. That's just who I am. And and a relationship right now to me isn't important, but trying to be like, oh, I'm going to do a one-night stand with someone, like checking on Tinder. I'm like, that's just weird and gross. While on the other hand, it's being like, oh, I'm going to try to find someone on this app in a possibly a new state, a new city or something like that, just to meet up with someone. Just like, I prefer this, like the surprise. So like maybe just bumping to them in a coffee shop or seeing them in a bookstore. That seems more real than taking this that everyone has and just kind of just scrolling through there, or doing swipe left, swipe right. That just doesn't appeal to me.
Brian wants an arranged marriage. That's what he's saying.
Oh, God, jeez. Yes, that's all I've been saying. Finally, someone listens.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Nikita, share us your thoughts, your favorite moments or episodes, and why.
I don't know if I necessarily have an exact moment that was my favorite. I kind of am playing a little bit off of ECO and as well as Jason. I just enjoyed my time working together as a team and getting to see how every step of the process for production is so important, and how many people it really does take to bring it all together, and how much work each and every one of us individuals really did take in order to be able to bring it together. Like, I know that as for myself, like, I spent weeks and weeks and hours all the time, at any time of the day, just to make sure that we were on the right schedule to continue to be able to produce every single one of our episodes.
Yeah, I can imagine being the person behind in the production team. It's tough. So what can we expect from season 2 from you, Nikita? You're gonna be Are you excited for it?
I am excited to see the new stories, the new information that we can come out with to spend more awareness in order to be able to show different sides of the dark side of the web itself, and also just bring more awareness of everything to everyone about anything that could come up in your actual life and to be aware about.
Oh, I see. And can we say that is there going to be a trailer release before season 2 of the podcast? People are asking here on the chat. Is there an estimate of when the audience can be, I don't know, expecting, I don't know, a trailer or something, a spoiler alert?
Well, I think that with all the hard work that has gone into the first season, it took us almost one full calendar year to produce 13 episodes. That a well-deserved break is necessary. So a few months are going to be taken to regroup and to let everybody manage their own stuff and personal lives and regroup to see if they want to continue. And then we will be looking likely towards the summertime to start up production again, but that will be writing and then a writer's room, and on a regular basis we can be, brainstorming for a few weeks just before we even assign our first script. So I think that it's quite reasonable to think that like fall, maybe winter time, we might be able to start releasing episodes again.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that, Jason. And as soon as possible, of course, with all the quality that has been done already so far in the season 1. So for you, everybody who is listening to us at YouTube right now, probably like Jason said, in the fall, but with the same quality and excitement and happiness that we have done this one. So before we're going to the next questions, I want to make sure that we watch a next clip package. So enjoy it.
Let's start from the beginning. What site do you think the virus came from? Diana, you're not in trouble, but I need you to tell me about what's been happening.
Go on. Tell the cop what happened.
It started when I was looking at nude sites.
Nude sites? Oh, porn. Why, when I was 14, I hadn't seen a Playboy yet.
What's a Playboy?
Shows how out of touch you are.
Most porn sites require their members to be 18 years old, right?
Oh, officer, don't you know? No one these days lets things like age stop them from doing anything.
I was just in the area and wanted to check on Michaela.
Yes, yeah, she's better. Yep, they think she hit her head.
We also found this.
Oh, thank you.
Can I talk to you outside for a minute?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Miss Johnson, earlier at school, we had a call that came in about Michaela.
Okay.
Apparently, one of her classmates went home for lunch and discussed something with her parents that disturbed them. The child said last week, Michaela showed kids in the playground nude images of herself on her phone.
What?
This is the report that was made today. The parents of that child called the school.
That can't be right.
I'm afraid it is.
So, more protein powders use sugars and other nasty stuff to improve the flavor. We managed to find chemicals that would produce similar flavors without being as fattening. That being said, there were elements in there that we needed but would cause weight gain. Therefore, we counteract them with saponin's extract.
Diana here just learned a valuable lesson.
And what's that?
Don't click on the ads online. She clicked on one while browsing her social media account.
Thank you for the lesson in online safety.
You know, I think I need some popcorn.
Now, Diana, please tell me what happened next.
The first time I knew something was wrong was when I got an email.
Do you still have it?
Of course. The online help page suggested keeping it for evidence. Here it goes.
Just like love letters.
Oh, that's you.
I was just changing. I didn't take it.
There wasn't anyone else in the room with you?
No, but the picture. It was taken from where the computer was sitting.
Another great clip. Thank you, everyone, for the production, for making this clip for us. And well, we are here discussing things, and the most important thing, I believe, that is the message that all of you want to pass to parents, to kids and vulnerable people. So this is a question that I do for all of you, Leah, Ezio, everyone here, Nikita. What do you hope people take away from the show? I think what is the main thing that you hope people take away from the show?
Oh, this is for me, right?
Yeah, if we can start with you, go.
I hope. Well, I wasn't a part of it, but I hope, the same as me. I mean, we all know that there's stuff out there. It's just a huge awareness. There's a lot of the stuff that I was seeing there, and I'm going, oh yeah, good reminder. And then there's other stuff. What? That's not. And I think that's just it. Eyes wide open. I remember watching one where the mother, she was just like, oh yeah, that's nice, and we're just not really paying attention because life is so busy. But I think that's the most important for me as a parent, that's for sure.
Eyes wide open. So let's see, Brian, what's your opinion about what do you hope people take away from the show?
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of what Leah said, I think with today's technology and with everyone having their own device, it is pretty much near impossible for youth and kids to not find something on the internet that they should not be viewing. Instead of like the punishment and going directed to that, I think after viewing Dark Side of the Web, I believe that what parents need to do is sit down with their kids and explain the content. Because I feel like if because kids are very intelligent and a lot of people don't seem to have that concept, and they think, oh, they're kids, they don't know any better. But it's like, no, if you sit down with them, they will understand. So if parents sit down with their kids to explain the content, the situation and their awareness in the future will be a lot better. So along with being aware of the content, but also not outright punishment, but just more of explaining and being with them in this process if they do go down that road.
Yeah, kids are smarter than us, for sure. Yeah, you're totally right. Henry, tell us your thoughts.
I think that Dark Side of the Web brings awareness, or what I want people to take away from it is awareness of what is going on, because I believe that'll help act as almost a preventative measure. Like if people are aware that if people and teens or younger people are aware that this stuff is out there and how to avoid it, then I think that prevention will stop the problems coming down the line as well.
Yeah, for sure. Nikita, what do you think?
What I really hope is that people take away from our episodes is how easy it is to fall into the trap of the internet and how manipulative people can truly be. I hope that these episodes spread more awareness and parents help show children to watch out for certain signs that can get them into trouble. I also hope that people of any age that are using the internet watch out for scammers and people that will try to take advantage of you. If it does happen way more than it honestly should. And the more aware we are, the more safer we become.
Could not have said better myself. Yeah, let's just be aware, be aware, be aware. Yeah, Ezio.
Yeah,
go, man.
so I just see the episode, like they're boxers and they're just punching in the face people around. So that's what I want from the Dark Side of the Web. Just make people to wake up, really wake up, because there is a bunch of people out there like they don't see what is happening just in front of their eyes. There is social media, the cell phone, the computers. There is so really dangerous weapon, like, right? It's they can be lethal. So I just want people just to, same as everybody, create awareness, but actually make people to wake up a little bit, right? And see what is happening right now with millions of people, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you everybody for your comments and your thoughts about what people should take from this. Unfortunately, we're getting to the end of our event today, but I want to leave to you guys if there's something that you want to say that I didn't ask, or oh, I want to ask Brian this, or I want to ask Nikita this, or I don't know, just feel free to ask your colleague. I know that a few of you just met, correct or no?
Yes, Leah is possibly going to come voice some characters in season 2, and it's her first time meeting everybody here tonight. Sorry, Nikita, did I cut you off there?
No, you're okay. Take over, Jason. Thank you.
I really would love to know the general hope for season 2. I think from the viewer that's watching this, possibly even when it's on repeat, what is it that you got from season 1, and what is it that we can bring for you to season 2? What was satisfying? What was, one of the things that I think we heard a few times, I think from feedback generally, was that the episodes were too short. I don't know. I am not an avid podcast listener. I don't seek out animated stuff like this on YouTube, but I don't know from the perspective of others what it is that they might want to see, whether it's more meatier stories or not. And I'd love to hear maybe Leah's feedback on this.
I think for some of them, they could have, I kind of was like, oh, it's done right now. So they could be right. Like, I think every story is different. So some are okay being a bit shorter. And then there's others that you could expand on. So I don't think that there's a set for me. I mean, if you needed a certain length for YouTube, I don't know, but yeah, for me, some I felt could go on longer, and I think every story is different. You can add some, but I don't know what other people thought. But yeah, there were some where I was like, oh, I could keep going on this. I could use a little more, and it's entertaining, and there's a lot of stuff I'm getting from it. So yeah.
My feeling is that sometimes we're just, scratching the surface of the episodes, and season 2 is going to be okay now that it's getting more real, because, well, the problems are already there. But I'm expecting a lot from season 2. I must say, I agree with Leah. Yeah, well, go, Jason. Did I interrupt?
We had in the planning and development of the series, we were looking towards season 2 to maybe continue telling some of those stories. We're not positive yet, but I think that it's something that could be worked on. Mohid on YouTube is saying, I hope that episodes could be 10 to 15 minutes. I would like to see a good balance regarding issues affecting vulnerable people and just children. So yeah, I think finding that sweet spot has been really the key. We know already that most of the people that are consuming this content, by the way, we're in a small little town in Virginia, USA, by the way. I don't know why, but most of our listeners were in the US, and the majority of the US listeners were in this small little town in Virginia. So if you're watching from Virginia right now, thank you for watching. And we would love to hear your feedback. Put your comments and reviews up on the podcast platforms, on the episodes on YouTube, or on Apple or Spotify, whichever platform that you're listening on or watching on. What I also want to remind people of is that the stories really don't end with these episodes. There are companion pieces that we are working on the Defend website. So if you go on the Defend website right now, there is essentially a breakdown of each of the episodes. And the breakdown really covers all of the different types of risks in that particular episode. And then it goes even one step further to make suggestions on tips on how to reduce risk. So that's really one of the bonus pieces to the podcast, is that we've had professional writers help us with producing this content that is, going well over and above the podcast. And it's now kind of offering more contextualized information that's based on probably personalized needs. And we're really, really grateful for everybody that has contributed in any fashion, whether it is as a writer, as a musician, or as a performer. And I think that we couldn't have done it without everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Jason, thank you so much. Also for me being here, the opportunity to being here. Henry, Leah, Nikita, Brian. I want to read everybody's name because it is important to show SU also here, Brian, to make sure that we appreciate all of your work. And let's go to season 2, right? So unfortunately, today it's the end of our event, but hopefully we're going to have some more. And there you have it. Season 1 is in the books. Dark Side of the Web online. We have it on Spotify. We also have on Google, on Apple Podcasts, and also the animated version here on YouTube. Like we said, it was extremely challenging undertake, which took over, like Jason said, 1 year to create the first 13 episodes, the first 13 babies, like he was telling us. And in a few months, hopefully in fall, this team will get back for season 2, which is very exciting, and everybody here is looking forward to it. Thank you, everyone here from Virginia. I'm here in Brazil. There's people in Canada, so it's a global issue that we must pay attention to. So thank you for joining us here today. Thank you so much. And if you haven't done it, so please subscribe, like, and share it. Okay, again, subscribe, like, share it. Defend, if you don't know, is a nonprofit looking to reduce risks for children and vulnerable people, and we need your help. So subscribe, like, share. You can also go to our website to make donations, and also here on YouTube. So thank you so much. Go on the website. Like I said, it's HelpUsDefend.com. Again, HelpUsDefend.com. Everybody, HelpUsDefend.com for more information about the podcast, donate, and also about more information about how to reduce risks for your loved ones online. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. And we have another video coming up soon for you. Bye-bye, everybody.
dark side of the